Yo, what's the word? It's your boy 16. If you like the content on this channel, I want to ask you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for post notifications. Also, I got a website at www.16shotonvisuals.com. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get to what y'all came to see. So how long did that take as far as like building a No Jumper brand? Where you feel like you started making more money than normal?
I mean, I think because like with the BMX channel, I was like fighting to make 10 grand a month. That was my goal. And I'm making like 3-4 grand a month every month on YouTube for years and years, just making BMX content, right? And like, I just couldn't get past that like level that I was kind of at. And it was cool because it's like, okay, this is like an additional revenue stream or whatever. But then I actually hit 10,000 a month. I had a couple of videos go viral in the same month. And I'm so geeked. I'm so happy that I finally hit it. But then at that same exact time making these BMX videos, I'm starting to have success doing the rapper interviews. And it's like, I just don't want to fucking go to the skate park anymore. I just don't want to go like ride and have to make these BMX videos. I want to fucking go to shows and go to events and like meet people. And like, I'm really starting to like see the future of doing these interviews and shit. So around that time is when I just started going all in on No Jumper. And honestly, even by like 2017, because I remember in 2017 I was making like 50 grand a month off YouTube. I was doing a daily vlog every day, and I'm fucking doing interviews, like as many as I could possibly do. And then all of a sudden the adpocalypse hits and I'm making 5 grand a month. And then that's when I started going hard with like a lot of other things. I started doing merch real crazy. I started streaming and taking donations from the fans and everything. And I still kept going hard with doing the interviews because I'm like, even if it's not really making money right now, I need to do this. I need to keep chasing this. And so, yeah, over even then, like over the last couple of years, it just kind of starts to keep making more and more sense, you know?
Yeah. See, I wasn't really into YouTube back then, but I remember seeing videos of you making videos saying like, they demonetized my channel or something like that. So like, was that part of the apocalypse then, or?
Yeah, that's what it was. It's like a lot of people like me lost like 90 or 80% of how much money we were making on YouTube at the time. And it was pretty random because I think I remember Academics telling me that he didn't really get much of a hit. So like that kind of blew my mind that like you're doing content that is super similar to ours and you're not really getting hit. And my boy like Keemstar from Drama Alert, I remember him telling me that he didn't really get hit. And then like a year, 2 years later, like all of a sudden his channel starts getting hit. Like YouTube is just very all over the place. And I don't know, a lot of times I'm just lucky that I've even been able to survive on the platform up to this point with all the fucking weed and the chicks and whatever, you know?
Yeah. Cause I think I used to see like big bags of weed and shit. I used to like, damn, how they?
Yeah, we used to like just do a podcast with a pound of weed sitting on the table, and then like start getting all those episodes demonetized, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that.
So like, what's the difference of the YouTube community like now versus like before the apocalypse? Like, has it got back to that same level, or is just?
Well, it was just like a time period then where you could do a lot more and get away with a lot more, and like you didn't really have to worry about censoring your titles, you know? Like I remember I got like 5 million views on a video that's still up called I vlogged my acid trip. Like I just went off in the woods with my friends and did acid.
About that now?
Yeah, it'll be a tough title to get off now. And there's a lot of stuff like that. I mean, I all those threesome vlogs when I first met my girl and shit, that we were just doing the craziest shit. You could put sex in the title, you could put porn in the title, and it didn't matter. And then obviously the media just started to take aim at YouTube, and all the advertisers got shook and they dipped out, and YouTube had to get super strict with the rules. And now it feels like we're at a more consistent place with YouTube. And obviously it's annoying as fuck when you have to upload a video 10 times trying to get it monetized, but
yeah. So how is like having children and shit like that for you now? Fatherhood.
It changes everything, honestly, because like my whole life I was basically just focused on grinding and hustling, and I just had this thing in my head of like I just have to make something out of myself, and I just have to figure it out. And then all of a sudden you have a kid, and it's like, oh, like I was so concerned with just hustling my whole life, and now I have this thing that is like a constant source of like me being preoccupied with her and me wanting to just spend time with her. And then I have to like constantly pull myself away from him and be like, no, you have to work, you have to grind. Because it's very distracting having this kid that is so fun to spend time with. It's so amazing. It's so heartwarming and like enriching to your soul to be around them. So it's like now I kind of feel like how like lazy people feel, like people who just want to sit around the house and like hang out with their family or whatever, which I never really got. Like it was always like the urge to grind was so much stronger. And so it's like I'm just, you know, I take the weekends off to just be with the family now, you know. It's like I gotta constantly figure out how to strike this balance now, and it can be kind of dicey, but I'm very focused on just being a good dad, you know.
For sure. So like with you having children and you know some of the content and things you do, like do you ever think about that, or was that ever like a worry, like maybe like when your kids go to school they find out something from you know, a kid or something like at the wrong time?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a reality check at some point that your parents do this, and hopefully we get to like slowly expose them to the idea of it. It's like, you know, get her used to the idea of like, oh, mom is a model, and like then as time goes by she figures out, oh, maybe mom takes photos with her clothes off sometimes. And then maybe at some point she figures out that mom has had sex with dad on camera, whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's also important to think that it's like, by the time my kid knows what the fuck's going on, I might not even be doing this anymore. My girl might not be doing this anymore. I mean, my girl's 31. I'm 38. It's like, realistically, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this shit or how much longer I'm going to feel like I have to do this shit. So, I don't know. Maybe by the time she figures it out, it'll be like a thing that we used to do. But also, I'm not like ashamed at all of the fact that I do it. So it might be kind of a rocky conversation at some point, but I also know a lot of porn people who secretly have kids and don't really talk about it publicly, and they all seem to have got through it, and their kids seem pretty normal to me. So it might be a little different with my kid because like obviously we're public figures, like publicly parents and publicly porn stars. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure she'll get over it.
For sure.